Breaking. Judge Torres receives letter as Ripple SEC case nears end. Judge Analisa Torres received a letter as the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit draws to a close after a settlement and decision to drop appeals. The administrative process to conclude. The protracted lawsuit was alluded to in the letter. Andrew Kunsak of Sidley Austin LLP asked Judge Torres to take their client off the court's docket in the most recent court filing in the Ripple SEC lawsuit. According to Kunsak, the investment banker declarant has fulfilled his function as a crucial witness in the case. Before I move further, I want to show you something remarkable. There is a brand new Web3 project called Gold Incorporated. Isn't just a tap to earn. It's a legitimate mobile MMO game. You battle thousands of gamers, establish an empire, and mine cryptocurrency that may be exchanged for actual gold. With a market cap of only $10 million, their token, SST, is currently in pre-sale. To get started, utilize the link in my description to receive 50% of that value in in-game bundles and up to 30% additional coins. Here is a brief overview of one of the largest Web3 games ever created.
Hello, my name's Colin Stone, your very own blockchain braveheart, and I'm here to talk to you today about my coin and game pick of the year. Do you ever wish you could have invested in billion-dollar market cap game coins like Axie Infinity at the start? Well, Gold Inc., a new game launching now, makes those look like they were made by a kid. In fact, that's why I believe Gold Inc.'s coin SST is the first coin in a long time with the potential to go up 900 times, because it's the first Web3 real-time strategy massive multiplayer online game on mobile, and it's by far the most expansive Web3 game ever built. Its pre-sale is also at ridiculously low market cap, around $10 million for the next few days, and they are just about to launch the full game. Imagine someone building a mobile MMO game with a player-driven economy and player-governed political system where you can build a gold mining empire with your friends, and you're fighting against thousands of other alliances 24/7 to mine and steal crypto that is redeemable for real gold. That's Gold Inc. The reason SST is such a crazy buy is because Gold Inc. is not only the largest Web3 mobile game ever built, its team is obsessed with making it the greatest mobile game ever built. They plan to do this by adding the most addictive features from a lot of the most successful games on Earth, the best elements of games like Clash of Clans, Game of War, Pokemon Go, Clash Royale, Star Citizen, DayZ, Ark Survival, and many more in an effort to make a super game to rule them all. The beta is available now in Google Play and App Store, and you can still take part in their coin distribution at a tiny market cap for a few days. My advice? Buy at the coin distribution now while it's at the lowest price and start mining it in the game. Beta users get significantly more SST for a short time, and early alliances have a significant long-term advantage. The launch price on exchanges is set at 5 times the current price, and its use cases are next level. This is as close to buying Bitcoin at $10 as I've seen in a long time. Buy SST and play now.
Now let's continue with our discussion. The issue being appealed is not the confidentiality of their testimony, he continued. In August 2023, the investment banker declarant joined the XRP case to offer analysis and expert testimony. Additionally, it sought to protect its stakeholders from the lawsuit's revelations. Letter from Ezoic to Judge Torres. Court listener, the source without any attorneys showing up for the investment banker declarant's work. Kunsak also disclosed his intention to leave Sidley Austin LLP. Additionally, the letter confirmed that none of the parties to the appeal are represented by Sidley Austin LLP. Following the SEC's settlement proposal, Judge Torres recently rejected the parties' request for an indicative ruling to conclude the Ripple v. SEC case. The parties requested that the judge lower the civil penalty to $50 million and lift the injunction. Before light of the SEC's decision to discontinue their appeal, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse indicated that they would withdraw their cross-appeal before the Second Circuit Court. He went on to say, "We're finally closing this chapter and concentrating on what matters most, creating the Internet of Value." The price of XRP, meantime, has increased by about 6% during the last day and is now trading at $2.56. The 24-hour high is $2.59. and the 24-hour low is $2.41. Additionally, there has been a 23% increase in trading volume, which suggests that traders are quite interested. A combined settlement proposal from Ripple Labs and the SEC that would have lowered Ripple's penalty to $50 million was denied by a New York judge, according to Paul Grewal. The motion to lift a permanent injunction was the main point of contention, according to District Judge Analisa Torres, because the court had previously determined that there was a reasonable probability that Ripple would continue to violate federal securities laws. Despite a more crypto-friendly SEC administration, the verdict states that the parties were unable to prove exceptional circumstances that would have allowed the final judgment to be changed. To put a stop to the lawsuit, Judge Torres recommended that Ripple either abandon its appeal or pursue it. While the case's decision is crucial to eliminating any remaining legal doubt for the coin, this legal development takes place as XRP is trading at about $2.29, with a slight positive 24-hour change. Analysis of the source: the lengthy legal dispute between Ripple Labs and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) is being keenly watched by the digital asset market, and a recent court ruling has caused more uncertainty for XRP traders. An important step was taken when New York District Judge Analisa Torres denied a joint motion by the SEC and Ripple to resolve their long-running dispute. Importantly, the proposed settlement removed a permanent injunction against the company and reduced Ripple's civil penalty to $50 million. This refusal has had a direct influence on market sentiment and XRP's price action, delaying what many had believed would be the last chapter of a court drama that started in 2020. Judge Torres remained unwavering despite the parties' combined efforts to proceed, pointing to the SEC's new leadership's more crypto-friendly position. The court had previously determined a reasonable chance that Ripple will continue to breach securities laws, which supported the initial injunction, she noted in her ruling. It concluded that the parties had not shown the exceptional circumstances required to reverse a final verdict. For traders, this ruling means that the legal haze that has stifled XRP's potential for years will continue to exist. Ripple will have to decide whether to drop its appeal or pursue it further, which will prolong the legal ambiguity, as the judge's position indicates that a mere agreement between the parties is inadequate to override a court's responsibility to defend the law. Analysis of XRP prices. Handling a tight range, the market's cautious hesitancy is reflected in XRP's price behavior in the immediate aftermath of this announcement. Investor hesitancy is evident from the token's unusually narrow trading range. The XRP/USDT pair is currently trading at approximately $2.2909, with a slight 24-hour rise of roughly 0.6%. The range of the daily trade is limited to the low of $2.2476 and the high of $2.2942. For day traders, this narrow channel provides distinct, short-term support and resistance levels.